Oh, y'all go ahead with our questions.
Eric, Charles Odom with AP. I'm sure you've kept a close eye on all the other sports as they've tried to get going, and NBA in the bubble has had a lot of success, and Major League Baseball outside of the bubble has had some struggles to keep it together. Did that make you nervous? Does it make you nervous as you start this camp tomorrow?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. Not at all. Because I know for a fact, like, being here on campus is way more safer than being anywhere else. Because I know for a fact, like, Mr. Ron, all of us, like, he gonna make sure, like, we are completely safe. So, like, where he making sure, like, once you come in, you check it, like, he checking your head temperature. If you got any symptoms, you're gonna let Mr. Ron know. And then after that, anything else after that, like, we making sure, like, we stay 6 feet apart. We ain't even in the team meeting room or none of that stuff. So, like, where we spaced out everywhere, and everywhere you pretty much look at, everybody's wearing masks. I know for a fact, like, we are much more safer here than anywhere else.
When you say you're safe here, you're talking about the football facility, right? Because you see the images of from Athens and all over the South with students returning to campus now. What's your level of concern with students going to bars, parties, and then you all might be doing the right thing, but you're going to be on campus, you're going to be around those people as well. What's your level of concern with that?
Pretty much, like, we just gotta tell everybody else the same thing. Like, you just gotta wear your mask, you gotta wash your hands, you just gotta go ahead and do, like, the safety protocol. We can only control where we can control, like, pretty much, to where, like, if, like, pretty much we can't be walking around here not wearing masks, not doing all this stuff if we really do want to have a season. And I know for a fact that everybody here on our team want to have a season, want to play this fall and all this stuff. So we doing everything we can in our power to make sure that we can.
Eric, this is Roddy with UGAsports.com. The reason we saw the Big Ten and the Pac-12 cancel was based on quote-unquote uncertainty. They were a little nervous about some of the stuff that may not be out there. What conversations have you guys had about the uncertainty that we may not know about now but may show up later?
Pretty much, like, there's, like, I know pretty much for a fact, like, there's really no uncertainty here. Like, we feel, like, I know for a fact that we all feel confident and all this stuff. So, like, where, like, we for sure, like, we feel safe here. To where, like, pretty much if we go home, like, it's pretty much, like, anything else can happen. Like, it could be much more dangerous at home than out here. So, like, we pretty much feel like pretty much staying here and all this stuff will keep us more safe, keep us more, like, like, pretty much inside. So, like, where we won't spread nothing and all this.
Eric, Jed May with the Macon Telegraph. When you talk about following those protocols, how do you guys as players, feel like you can go about policing yourselves when it comes to wearing masks and social distancing? And number two, with your role as football players on this campus, how important do you feel it is to sort of set an example with following those kind of things for the rest of the student body?
I mean, like, pretty much, like, we can't be going around here saying, like, oh, man, we want a season, we want this, we want that, if we not pretty much following the protocol. So, like, I know for a fact, like, we all out here, we trying to wear our, like, I know for a fact we wearing our masks, we washing our hands, we doing every little thing. So, like, we cannot spread it throughout here. So, like, I know for a fact that we trying to do anything in our power to have a season, to go ahead and make sure, like, we are all safe here and make sure, like, nobody else is, like, trying to mess up all, like, pretty much trying to mess it up.
Eric, do you have a sense of what football practice is going to look like, during a pandemic versus what it was before? How things might be different, how they might be the same?
Pretty much, like, I pretty much think it's gonna be the same. Like, pretty much, like, if nobody really have COVID here on our team, like, we just go and keep it going like it's any other day. Like, it's just playing football. Like, I know for a fact that we've been playing football since we were little. And so, like, pretty much if we continue to wear our masks throughout, like, when we in the meetings, when we doing all this other stuff, and we keep going through the protocol, if everybody keeps showing, like, there's nothing going on and all this, like, pretty much we just gonna keep doing us. We gonna keep playing ball.
Eric, so in terms of your own game and everything and your choice to come back and everything, like, what do you feel like your ultimate goal is individually, and then as a defensive back unit, like, how much confidence do you have in the fact that there's a lot of depth and experience there?
Oh man, like I know for a fact, like it's a lot of confidence. Like pretty much we feel like we trying to be the best that we can be. So like it doesn't matter what it is. Like we going to compete every day. We gonna do everything it is. Cause I know for a fact like we is a deep unit. Like I know for a fact that any one of us can go out there and start any game on a Saturday and pretty much be the superstar. So we just all out here competing, trying to be the best we could be.
Eric, what would you say what's been the biggest thing in your time at Georgia that's taken you from a high school recruit to somebody on these early watch lists among better defenders in the country?
Oh, it's pretty much just learning from the people above. So like I know once I first got here, I'm just learning from Dom, AD, Malcolm, and all that, just learning the type of routine and all this stuff. And after even when my sophomore year came, I'm still learning from JR. I'm still learning from Bate. I'm just learning different little techniques, different little things of how they go, how they go along, how they handle their day, how they go ahead and basically be to be able to just be a pro. So like just watching them and all this stuff have been like the most help that I've ever had here.
Hey, we got time for one more question for Eric.
Hey, Eric, it's Seth Emerson, The Athletic. What have your impressions of Jamie Newman and JT Daniels, the new guys, from what you've been able to see over the last, I guess, 8-9 months since each of them got here?
Pretty much, it's really hard to say. Like I'm pretty much going to be like in the same boat as everybody else. Like we go find out tomorrow and all that. So like, to be honest, I really don't know yet. So it's gonna be a shock to all of us tomorrow.